Hello, how's it going? I'm stuck at home. This phone has a camera, so what I guess I'm trying to say is this was always a matter of when, not if.
When I popped off, then you go gave me just a little bit of luck.
Before we begin, I'd just like to say that this is brought to you by Squarespace or by MailChimp. Actually, by neither, but I've been listening to so many fucking podcasts in quarantine. I'm not really good at much. I can't really boast that I can play a musical instrument. I can't do impressions. I can't cook.
तो आप एक दिन थोड़ा टाइम निकाल के मर क्यों नहीं जाते?
There is one thing, however, just one thing, consuming pop culture. I consume a lot of pop culture, alright? If you believe in that theory that 10,000 hours of doing something can make you an absolute master at it,
क्या बोल रहे हो तुम?
then I am 18 Jedi Masters of pop culture. And ordinarily, that's not a boast because that's kind of a shit skill to have. Right now, everyone's stuck at home and everybody needs something to watch, which is why I'm going to recommend shows, movies, books, music, graphic novels, games you can play. And what I'm going to start with today is a recommendation of 6 panel shows that you should watch. What the fuck is a panel show? A panel show is basically a game show or a show where a bunch of celebrities come on together and not just chat but actually participate in games, either competing against each other or collaborating together to win a prize.
क्या बोल रहे हो तुम?
Reason number 1. Panel shows require absolutely no commitment. Each episode is 30 minutes long, no continuity. You can put on a random one from a random season. Reason number 2. The great thing about some of these panel shows is they've been running for so long that on YouTube you can find like 50, 60, 17 seasons. Reason number 3. It's an excellent way to discover a comic. Reason number 4. Is it just me? Or sometimes is this new age shit really, really dark? And then he killed his mother who had killed his sister and no one was ever happy again. And then the dystopian overlords won again, thus crushing the peasant rebellion and no one was ever happy again. And then Drogon just carries Khaleesi off and everybody goes, well, that's 8 seasons down the... And no one was ever happy again. The thing with panel shows is they are the opposite. They are the antidote to this shit. Before we get started, one more thing you need to know is that most of the shows I'm going to recommend today happen to be British. And that's not a coincidence. It's just because at some point when it came to the panel show format, British people realized that the fun in the show is not the actual game or the competition or the quiz. What really is fun is the banter and the entertainment between all the people on the panel. So which is why, let us begin. Taskmaster, really stupid version of Minute to Win It. Over the course of a season, a group of celebrities competes in a bunch of tasks that all happen using household objects or in the backyard.
Make this ice block disappear as fast as possible.
What's disappeared?
It's when you can't see them anymore.
The celebrities are never playing for a grand prize. They are always playing to win something stupid.
On Taskmaster Day, the winner will stagger up to collect their winnings.
A country mouse themed vacuum cleaner cover.
There are 9 seasons in total, out of which the first 4 are already on YouTube. As for the remaining 4 seasons, I have no idea where you can find them. Milty. There are 2 teams, and at the start of every episode, all somebody does is pick up a card, read out the sentence that is written in front of them. It could be something as simple as,
"This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week."
and this person has to justify and build the story. The opposing team has to decide, was this person telling the truth or was this a lie?
I was telling the truth.
You could watch this show for weeks, every single day, and never run out. The next show I want to recommend is quite interesting. It's a quiz show again with 2 teams, except nobody is really expected to know the answers. The entire point of the host asking the question is so that she can then drop a bunch of interesting trivia about the answer, and then both teams just spend their time riffing comedically.
It's called Nymphster Cranari, and it disguises itself as an army ant's bottom. So that looks like it's just an ant, but the bit that is a protrusion, as if the ant has got terrible hemorrhoids, is actually a beetle. And what it does is it bites onto the ant and then it rides around, disguised as an army ant's bottom.
Do you think the ant knows?
It'll keep going like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What the hell is that?
I'm sure there's something.
Suddenly you're the Kim Kardashian of the ant.
No. You never see me.
I mean, I've already seen only up till season 17, and I think that there's way more than that. Kanni Surka's General Fun game show. It is one of the most entertaining shows on YouTube right now. It's again one of those game shows where it really isn't about the game show.
In 11 words, please describe how demonetization has affected India.
Demonetization has completely changed the way people of this country spend money.
That's 12. That's 12.
How do you know Pythagoras can't count to 11 at the same time?
जनरल काउंटिंग गलत.
Who was next?
Guys, calm down. He added GST.
And she even has a season finale in which all the winners of previous episodes face off against each other in a mighty tussle. I really fucking love the General Fun game show, even though I didn't win. And no one was ever happy again. One of the oldest panel shows. It takes all the news events that have happened over the week or are big that week, and it has a bunch of comedians in different rounds competing to make fun of those news events.
Is it how many people actually care about the environment?
Greenpeace constantly thump on about how we must save this planet for our children, our children's children. What if they don't have any children? They might not want children. Let's not spend what is quite a lot of money on hypothetical children. I know kids, they like bikes. They like shiny red bikes. I promise you, you show a kid a clean rural stream and a shiny bike, and I'll show you a kid sitting on a bike whilst pissing in a stream.
And it is one of the most entertaining and, I should point out, least reliable ways of getting the news. Now this show is extra fun because it's actually two different panel shows, one called 8 out of 10 Cats, another one called Countdown, that fuse together to create this Captain Planet of panel shows. This is one of those shows where you can actually play along because it's just really simple word scramble puzzles and math puzzles that you have to try and figure out in a really short amount of time. It's the sort of bizarre, beautiful show that ends up with images like this. And yes, that is in fact a man's head coming out of a reindeer's ass. When you're done with them, you can also go check out the shows individually, 8 out of 10 Cats and Countdown. So that's 3 shows for the price of 1, which means technically you've been given 6 plus 2, 8 shows this week, which means Rohan has recommended the shit out of this week, and I am done. See you guys, take care, don't forget to wash your hands. Also, if there's any panel shows that you want to recommend or you feel like I've missed, feel free to leave them in the comments, tell people, that way we get a bigger list going. I'll see you soon. And also let me know what else you want recommended.